something new. When you don't accept, this is just how it is. That moment, that's invention too. We shape reality by imagining more, testing, failing, trying again, testing, failing, and trying again and again, and still believing that it matters. So the next time you think, this could be better, don't turn away and instead ask, what can I do to make it better then? Because invention isn't escape, it's engagement, and it's how we move forward one idea at a time. I really like this quote because it reminds me of the small changes we make in everyday life. When I first started hosting, I didn't have all the fancy tools or the perfect scripts. I just had ideas and the desire to make things better for our listeners. So I tried new ways to connect, like sharing personal stories or simplifying big ideas. You know, that's invention too. Even though I didn't create some gadget, I created some type of idea. It wasn't about escaping nerves or pressure. It was about shaping my own way of doing things. I've also seen invention in others, especially when they're not trying to be inventors. A teacher changing how she explains something so a student finally understands is also another invention. A friend finding a new way to cheer someone up. These aren't big, world-changing inventions, but they do matter. They shape the world around us, one thoughtful action at a time. That's what this quote really means to me. We invent because we care enough to try. Again, our quote for today is, we invent not to escape reality, but to shape it. 우리는 현실에서 도망가는 게 아니라 현실을 만들기 위해 발명합니다. And that was today's quote. And now let's take a song break, everyone. Here is I Don't Know Why, I Just Do by Jeff Goldblum, the Mildred Snitzer Orchestra, and Ariana Grande. And welcome back, everyone. You're listening to Midday Mate, and now it's time for Bite-Size Banter with Andrew.
With Andrew. And Kimberly.
With Andrew.
Yes. How are things?
Good. It's a good Monday so far for me. What about you?
Yeah, no complaints because nobody listens.
About?
My complaints.
Oh.
Yeah.
I will listen about your complaints.
No, it's okay. I won't bother you with my I'm just joking. I'm just ranting to rant.
Rant to rant.
Yeah.
But we got a bant to banter.
There you go. I like it. All right. So for today, now, we've had, Family Day or Parents' Day, Teachers' Day, Children's Day. How about Zombie Day?
Oh, Zombie Day.
Today's not Zombie Day. I don't know. I'm just making this up. But our question involves zombies.
Ooh.
All right. So for you and for our listeners out there, I'm really curious to hear what the listeners have to say about this. Because sometimes the things they say after the fact when we're done talking, I don't know. It's very different than what we say.
Right.
Or they just have a very different perspective on things. Maybe they're from a different country or grew up somewhere else. So, how long would you last in a zombie apocalypse?
Dun, dun, dun. 좀비 대재앙이 찾아오면 얼마나 오래 버틸 수 있나요? Zombie apocalypse. Now, I've had my fair share of some zombie apocalypse TV shows.
Yeah, okay. I was like, with your experience with zombies, what's going on here?
I used to love zombie shows.
Yeah, I think, the biggest one on TV would probably be Walking Dead.
Yeah?
Which I think most people... but it's on TV sometimes in Korea, I feel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've seen it on TV. But then there's like that famous movie... was it Busan?
Yes.
Yeah, so Train to Busan, which was a big one. Which that was like an introduction for a lot of people into Korean cinema.
Right.
Which was kind of crazy. And like my friends at home were like, "Don't you live in Busan?" And I'm like, "Yeah, there's zombies everywhere. Wait till you see Ham and the Beach in the summertime."
Oh, I want to rewatch that movie now.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
But it is good. All right, so with these shows, I feel they kind of give you hints, like if you wanted to kill a zombie, how you doing it? If you want to survive, how you survive. Don't make noise. That's what attracts them. Get to, try to get somewhere where you can separate yourself. These kind of things.
And there are different types of zombies. Like some zombie shows, like they're really fast. But some zombies, they're slow. And there are some zombies that you'd like need a hit in the head in order to actually kill them.
Yeah.
But then some zombies, like even if you cut them, they're, dead too.
They're fine.
Or fine.
Or they're fine. Or they're still crawling. You cut them in half
with
your sword.
Oh, yeah, and they're still
they're still crawling after you.
Oh, my goodness. So, how long would you last?
Me, I think I would... Here's the thing. I think it's with who you surround yourself with makes a big difference. Because there are... Like, if we just took our, BEFM, The Office... There are definitely a few people in this office that I would be like, I'm kicking you out of our encampment.
Because they're not going to help you?
Or they're just going to be too noisy, too whiny. They're going to complain. They're not going to be happy about something.
I want to know who this is.
And then there's going to be people who I'm like, yeah, all right.
I want to team up with you.
Yeah, definitely. Like some of the sound engineers, maybe I want them on my team. They're going to help us keep things quiet. That I'm thinking of.
I choose not PD님.
Yeah?
Because I think not PD will definitely protect me.
I would agree. I would agree on that one. Sure.
Or maybe he'll sacrifice me. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Whatever. Whatever works.
So, how long do you think you would actually last then?
I don't know, if there would ever be an end to this thing. But I think I'd definitely be good for a few months.
Few months.
I would have to say. Or for a couple of years, I don't know. I think I would be very resilient.
Oh.
And try my best to, figure out new solutions and things like that.
Persevere.
There you go. So I think, but I also feel it would be very different if I had my family in tow. Because I think at some point I would have to sacrifice myself for them to be able to live.
I thought you were about to say sacrifice your son, but then
You're the youngest. You don't inherit anything. Go out there.
Oh, man. I don't know how long I would last.
More than a few days.
Yeah, but also, I think it depends on where I am
Ooh, good question. Yeah.
and how much food I have.
Yeah, are you in the wilderness already, or are you smack dab in the middle of Los Angeles?
Or am I in the middle of a huge grocery store that still has electricity and I can lock myself in? Then I can last a few months.
Yeah. But even fresh food's going to go bad.
I would. Well, that's why I said they have to have electricity.
Oh, so the freezers would work?
Mm-hmm. And I would just plug in the microwave and just microwave all my food.
But I think the thing with that is you're going to get hit real quick. Not by the zombies, by the other peeps.
Oh.
Like that front door is going to get smashed in with somebody's 4x4.
So instead of dying from zombies, I would get attacked by actual
100%,
humans.
yeah.
That's so sad.
Yeah, because I think, in the beginning, I think everyone would be very helpful for each other. But then it would be be survival.
Right.
What do we need to do to survive?
I don't think I'll last that long, actually. I can't run that fast. I'm not very good with different things. I think I would sacrifice myself.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Then I would have to end you because you become a zombie.
Yeah.
All right.
But then I would come after you.
Yeah, zombie Kimbo in the flesh.
Oh, yeah.
Wanted to eat my
Watch out.
flesh.
Because when I turn into a zombie, I'm going to turn super fast and I'm going to get everybody.
Oh, my goodness.
You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I think if you were already in the countryside, in an area where there are animals and things like that you could eat, or you could try to harvest things or whatnot, I think that would make a difference. And also there's not going to be as many zombies in the countryside.
Who knows?
Well, I'm just thinking sheer population. You know what I mean?
Smart.
Yeah. So if you're in the city, in a city of, say, we'll take Busan, which is close to 4 million people or whatever it is, but then if you were, out between here and Ulsan, there's going to be a lot less people. So you might survive a little bit more. You might be able to set up an encampment somewhere.
But then as you were saying that, I was like, I can't even survive in the wilderness alive like a regular human without zombies.
Oh, okay.
So with zombies, I think I would hate it even more.
All right.
Well,
listeners, let us know.
Yes.
What's your go-to way to survive a zombie
Oh,
apocalypse?
yes. So tell us how long you would last in a zombie apocalypse and how you would survive. So you have to back it up.
Yeah.
You can't just say, I last for a few years because I'm that great. No.
We want receipts.
Yeah, tell us how you're going to survive.
Yeah.
Well, Andrew, thank you so much for this zombie question today on this zombie day.
Yeah.
And I'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye. And welcome back. That was our bite-sized banter segment for today. And again, the topic is, how long would you last in a zombie apocalypse? So for me, like I said, I don't think I will last that long because I don't think I could even survive in the wilderness right now without zombies. So it would be very difficult for me unless I would watch all these zombie movies now so I could get myself ready and pumped for it. But still, I think it'd be very difficult to find a way to live, without what we were talking about today for our topic and question of the day, without electricity, without food, without the internet, and with a world of zombies. I don't think I can do it, everyone. What about you? Do you think you can do it? I am not quite sure. If you're confident like Andrew, go for it. You can team up with Andrew then so that you guys can go and defeat all the zombies in the world. I have no idea. So again, that was our bite-sized banter. I'm still waiting for a few answers, so let us know during the song break. Here is Every Heartbeat by Amy Grant.
Hear me speak what's on my mind. Let me give this testimony. Reaffirm that you will find that you are my one and only. No
And that was Every Heartbeat by Amy Grant. And now it's time for Don't Make a Scene, where we learn real-life English expressions through movies and drama scenes. And this week, we're going to learn expressions from the movie Avengers Endgame. And more particularly and specifically, we're going to look at the Iron Man I Love You 3000 speech. So if it doesn't ring a bell, you can just search it up on the internet, and then the script will come up for you. So first about Avengers Endgame. In Avengers Endgame, we see Tony Stark at his most vulnerable and honest state. After years of building his identity as Iron Man, he now faces the very real possibility of not returning from the Avengers time travel mission. He records a heartfelt message for his daughter filled with love, realism, and hope. It's a side of Tony we rarely see. Reflective, grounded, and a little scared. So, a little bit of scene background for this. Tony starts his recording by saying, "Everybody wants a happy ending, right? But it doesn't always roll that way." This line is more than just a setup. It captures the entire tone of his speech. It shows that even though he's a superhero who has saved the world, he's not in control of everything. Despite all the technology, intelligence, and power that he has, life can be unpredictable. And Tony's finally at peace with that. So today we're going to look at the phrase roll that way. So he said again, but it doesn't always roll that way. So we're going to look at the phrase here, roll that way. This is an informal American slang often used to describe how things unfold or happen. It adds a casual, almost philosophical tone to what could be a heavy truth. When Tony says it doesn't always roll that way, he's saying things don't always turn out the way that we want or expect them to. It's a soft way of acknowledging disappointment, change, or loss without sounding bitter. This phrase works because it paints life as something in motion. It's like rolling dice, right? Or wheels turning, sometimes landing in your favor, sometimes not. So how can we use this in our daily life? Let's look at some examples. It says, I thought we'd stay friends forever, but I guess it didn't roll that way. Meaning, I thought we were going to be best friends forever, but it didn't turn out that way anymore. It didn't roll that way. Or, I trained so hard for this audition, but I didn't get the part. Sometimes it just doesn't roll that way. So even though you wanted that part for the play, you tried really hard for the audition, but you didn't just get it. It didn't roll that way. Or, I imagined a perfect vacation, but everything went wrong. It didn't roll the way that I wanted, and I guess that's okay. Have you ever gone to vacation when things just didn't go the way that you planned? It's raining on day 1. Day 2, your car breaks down. Day 3, something else bad happens. It just didn't roll the way that you thought a nice vacation would go at. So it didn't go according to plan. So, why does this line hit hard for us? It's casual, but it's loaded with truth. Life is full of plans that don't really pan out the way that we want. And when someone like Tony Stark, a genius billionaire and Avenger, accepts that, it reminds us that nobody escapes uncertainty. It's a moment of humility and clarity. So, have you ever had to let go of a dream, plan, or of an expectation because things just didn't roll that way? What helped you move forward anyway? And what made you get things rolling again? That's how we say, how did you get things to get started again? Very different. So Tony's message here reminds us that part of maturity is learning to live with life's unpredictability. You can do everything right and still not get the ending that you hoped for, unfortunately. But sometimes the beauty of the journey lies in accepting that and choosing to keep going anyway. Because while it might not roll that way today, tomorrow's roll might surprise you. So it is a bit different here. So don't worry. Even though things don't roll the way that you want, go ahead and try to change it for yourself. And that was today's expression. It doesn't always roll that way. It doesn't always go the way that we planned, but it's okay. So I hope you enjoyed that. And now let's take a song break. Here is Higher Love by Steve Winwood. And welcome back, everyone. You just listened to Higher Love by Steve Winwood. And now it's time for Change Up, where you can practice expressing one idea in countless different ways. It's a fun and effective way to sharpen your skills. And today, our expression is curiosity creates new things. Curiosity creates new things. 호기심은 새로운 것들을 만듭니다. And up first, how we're going to change it for the first way is curiosity is the start of invention. Curiosity is the start of invention. Here we change the verb from creates to the be verb of is and making it into a linking verb type of sentence. We replace new things with a more specific noun of invention. So we have curiosity is the start of invention. So we have a tone shift here, and this version sounds a bit more formal and intellectual. The word invention connects the idea of curiosity with science and problem solving, adding a sense of importance of discovery. So that is our first way for change up. Curiosity is the start of invention. Up at number 2, we have curiosity opens the door to innovation. Curiosity opens the door to innovation. And we will replace the word creates with an action phrase to opens the door to. Opens the door to. And we swapped new things with a single abstract noun of innovation. So this feels a bit more modern and metaphorical. Opens the door gives a strong image of possibility, while innovation makes it sound more like a tech or a business pitch. So curiosity opens the door to innovation. So this is something that you most likely say at like a business meeting or a speech, just to get people a little bit more into what you're saying. Curiosity opens the door to innovation. Up at number 3, we have curiosity sparks creativity. Very short and simple. Curiosity sparks creativity. We use the word sparks here as a vivid verb instead of the word creates in our original sentence. We replace new things with creativity, another abstract noun. So this one's a bit more punchy and a little bit more energetic. Curiosity creates creativity. And look at that alliteration with all the C sounds. C, C, C. With curiosity sparks creativity. And sparks creativity feels a bit more artistic and exciting. Great for encouraging people in the creative fields or even kids in school. So we can say this to kind of like uplift them, to say, hey, we need some curiosity so that we can have some creativity. Up at number 4, we have being curious leads to creation. Being curious leads to creation. We turn the noun curiosity into a gerund, into being curious, and how we start our sentence. Then we use the phrase leads to instead of creates, softening the action. And then we swapped out new things with creation as a broader concept. So being curious leads to creation. It's a bit reflective and gentle in its tone for the sentence. It feels more philosophical or a personal truth, good for thoughtful or introspective contexts. So being curious leads to creation. Up at number 5, we have all new things begin with a question. All new things begin with a question. We rephrase the sentence entirely into a passive structure here. Made a question is the key idea of instead of curiosity. And here it sounds a bit wise and timeless, and this version feels like an old saying or proverb even. It shifts the focus to the act of questioning as the root of creation. So again, all new things begin with a question. And up at number 6, our last way to change it up is new ideas grow from curious minds. New ideas grow from curious minds. We changed the subject from curiosity to new ideas. And then we added imagery from grow from and personified the source as curious minds. So to have grow from in our sentence, we can imagine like a plant growing, right? So it adds a little bit of imagery to what we're thinking about. This tone shift is a bit poetic and nurturing even. The growth metaphor makes this version feel organic and hopeful, perfect for motivational settings. And again, that was number 6. New ideas grow from curious minds. I can just imagine like a little brain picture with a tree growing up on top and with like lights and sparkles up atop. That's exactly what this sentence would kind of imagine for us. So, from action-packed to poetic, changing just a few words can shift a person's tone. And it can change it dramatically. Try this yourself next time you want to reword something, and it'll stretch you both creativity and fluency. So we have lots of people writing down the ways that we changed it up for our sentence for today. And again, our original was, curiosity creates new things. And with that, let's take a song break, everyone. Here is All I Ask of You by Josh Groban featuring Kelly Clarkson.
No more talk of darkness. Forget these wide-eyed fears. I'm here, nothing can harm you. My words will warm and calm you. Let me be your freedom. Let daylight dry your tears. I'm here with you, beside you, to guard you and to guide you.
Say you love me every waking moment. Turn my head with talk of summertime. Say you need me with you now and always. Promise me that all you say is true. That's all I ask of you.
Let me be your shelter. Let me be your light. You're safe, no one will find you. Your fears are far behind you.
All I want is freedom, a world with no more night, and you always beside me, to hold me and to hide me.
Then say you'll share with me one love, one lifetime. Let me lead you from your solitude. Say you want me with you here beside you. Anywhere you go, let me go too. That's all I ask of you.
Share with me one love, one lifetime. Say the word and I will follow you.
Share each day with me, each night, each morning.
Say you love me.
You know I do. Love me, that's all I ask of you. Anywhere you go, let me go too. Love me, that's all I ask
And welcome back, everyone. You just listened to All I Ask of You by Josh Groban featuring Kelly Clarkson. And now our question of the day and text topic, it was, would you rather live without electricity or without the internet, and why? So 하나를 고르고 그 이유를 알려주세요. 전기 없이 살기 vs 인터넷 없이 살기. I have an answer here from 상윤님 saying, for sure, life without the internet is better as electricity is crucial for survival. Assuming no internet, I can simply read more books and use telephones like we did just a few years ago. And yes, Sangyunim, that is so true. I said this earlier in the show. Like, we don't need the internet. We can go back to looking up information in encyclopedias and books instead to get smarter instead of always relying on the World Wide Web. I have another answer here from Chae Sung-nim saying, for me, electricity is everything. Without it, I would not be able to use my phone and I would do housework by hands. That is so true. Without electricity, gone is our washer and dryer. What we need, right? We would have to wash our clothes with our hands and everything, and I cannot do that. I have another message here from Vicky Neem saying, electricity doesn't only entail lights. Without electricity, how are we going to refrigerate food, freeze ice cream, charge our phones, watch TV, listen to radio? Though internet does let us do many, many things, living without electricity is unthinkable, and I believe so as well. Without all of what Vicky Neem just said, I don't think I could do it. Remember, that's a big point. Refrigerating food, right? How would all of our food would have a faster expiration date, and we would have to eat it as quickly as possible. So definitely. I like how all three of our last answers were on the same page. Again, would you rather live without electricity or without the internet? And I think from the overall feel of today, a lot of people said without the internet. So now, thank you for all of your answers. It's time to wrap up the show, everyone. It's already 1:53 in the afternoon. I've been your host, Kimberly. Here's our last song of Wordplay by Jason Mraz. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful Monday, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.
I've been all around the world, I've been a new sensation, but it doesn't really matter in this generation. The sophomore slump is an uphill battle, and someone said that ain't my scene. Cause they need a new song like a new religion, music for the television. I can't do the long division, someone do the math. For the record label puts me on the shelf up in the freezer. Gotta find another way to live the life of leisure, so I drop my top, mix and I mingle. Is everybody ready for the single? And it goes high, la, 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 la. Now listen closer to the notes I lay. It's all about the wordplay. La, 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 love. The wonderful thing it does because I am the wizard of oohs and ahs and fa la la's. Yeah, the Mr. A to Z, they say I'm all about the wordplay. When it's time to get ill, I got your remedy. For those who don't remember me, well, let me introduce you to my style. I try to keep a jumble in the lyrics, never mumble when the music's making people tongue-tied. You want a new song like a new religion, music for the television. I can't do the long division, someone do the math. For the people write me off like I'm a one-hit wonder. Gotta find another way to keep from going under. Pull out the stops, got your attention. I guess it's time again for me to mention the wordplay. Now listen closer to the verse I lay. It's all about the wordplay. The wonderful thing it does because I am the wizard of oohs and ahs and fa la la's. Yeah, the Mr. A to Z, they say I'm all about the wordplay. I built a bridge across the stream of consciousness that always seems to be flowing, but I don't know which way my brain is going. All the rhyming and the time it keeps the melodies inside me ever climbing till I'm running out there. Are you prepared to take a dive into the deep end of my head? Are you listening to a single word I've said? La, 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 la. Listen closely to the words I say. La, 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 la. I'm sticking to the wordplay. La, 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 love. The one wonderful thing it does because I am the wizard of oohs and ahs and fa la la's. Yeah, the Mr. A to Z, they say I'm all about